MLB bets and analysis Friday, August 2nd, guys. Yesterday, small slate. I analyzed a couple plays for you guys, and I did not end up taking a play. That's why I didn't place a bet in front of you guys. Saw some comments saying, hey man, don't put bets if you're not going to put out a bet. Brother, sometimes I analyze the plays in front of you guys. I'm doing this live in front of you guys, and if I don't want to take the play because I don't feel like forcing action, then I don't. But today there's going to be a play so you guys know. But yesterday I called it was a weird line, and I encourage you guys to do this too. Practice not taking bets when you don't feel like you're going to win that day or when you don't see enough value. You control your bets. The bets don't control you. And practicing discipline is part of that, guys. Knowing when to stay away. And that's equally as important as picking winners. Knowing when to stay away. Because if I would have taken the Cardinals yesterday, for example, I would have lost. And today I would have woken up in a different mood because I lost yesterday. Rather than knowing when to stay away with discipline and focus on the next day to win big like we are today. So yesterday I announced a giveaway, guys. Make sure for the next giveaway you guys listen to the instructions. I said tag 3 buddies, like the video, and subscribe. A couple of you guys did that. A bunch of you guys just commented random stuff. So I picked the guy that followed the full instructions. A lot of you guys did, but I picked one of the guys that did everything. Tag 3 guys, like the video, and along with that, subscribe to my channel, OG Swag 106. Message me, brother, and I'll go ahead and send you your $300. First of many giveaways. I'll do another giveaway in our next video. So let's get to it, guys. Before I start off, as always, guys, my Hard Rock app has not changed from yesterday. Nothing's changed. I didn't take a play, so there's that. Before I start my analysis, guys, I do appreciate everybody that's new to the channel that just subscribed. I'm going to provide as much value for you guys, give you guys my analysis breakdown, and along with that, give you guys winners long term, as long as you guys watch the videos. If you guys want my full analysis, I promoted it yesterday. Join the community. It's $97 a month. The prices are going up this Sunday to $147. If you get it at $97 today, you're grandfathered in at that price, and it guarantees you all my analysis. Because Saturday and Sundays, I don't do this on the YouTube show, and on weekdays when there's early games, I don't do it either because it's tough to get it edited in time and analyze the play. So there's that. Like, subscribe, share the show if you find value, and let's get to it, guys. So one big factor I want to talk to you guys about today is how the standings are going for wild card and to win the divisions. There are some very key matchups today and this weekend, guys. Pirates versus Giants. They're a couple games behind for the wild card spot. St. Louis versus Cubs. Look into what team is more motivated to win and needs it more, right? I think that's a critical part in this part of the season, guys. What teams need to win more? What teams are trending upwards? What teams made great trades to enforce their team a little bit better, aka Seattle, Dodgers, right? So look into that before looking at anything else because it's going to help you guys analyze the motivation behind the team. So something we're going to look at, as always, first, OBP and OPS, guys. Diamondbacks are leading the way over the last 7 days for both of them. When we look at home run, one thing that you guys got to look at is Atlanta Braves. They're hitting home runs, guys, and their OBP might not be as high because they're sitting 20th right now, 21st in OBP, but they're hitting home runs, so they're scoring runs. Matt Olson, Austin Riley, these guys are starting to light it up, and team to be careful for because when these guys start lighting it up, they're very dangerous. So it leaves us with this. Typically, if you guys are new to the channel, I look at OBP, and I typically like to stay away from the bottom half of OBP, guys. Typically, these teams are not getting on base, they're not scoring runs, and they're a little colder. This game is a game of momentum, so the last 7 and 15 days matter more to me than the last 2 months, right? And if you kind of analyze it that way too, Atlanta Braves is a team that's been hot the whole season, and right now they're not. So it kind of gives you a sign to maybe stay away from them, right? So for today's games, guys, I'm going to talk about the big elephant in the room right now, which is Philadelphia at Seattle, guys. When I created my line for this game, I had Philadelphia favorite, right? Mariners haven't been playing well. Their average is one of the lowest in the season. They are one of the best teams at home, but Phillies are the Phillies, right? Now, Vegas thought otherwise, and they made the line in favor of the Mariners. So after looking at this a little bit further, I found a couple things for you guys. First and foremost, Seattle Mariners are leading the way when it comes to OBP and OPS right now over the last 7 days. They're sitting at 8th, Philadelphia 16th. When we look at OPS, Seattle Mariners are currently sitting at 12th, Philly at 18th. So not that big of a gap, but there's a gap there. Seattle's hitting the ball better right now. Along with that, we got Brian Wu on the mound today, guys. This guy's been a stud at home this season, guys. He's 2-0 and is boasting a 1.27 ERA at home this season, guys. So that's good to know. Now, Philadelphia is coming in with a young stud. This kid has made quite the entrance to this Phillies team. He's 3-0 with a 1.80 ERA, and his only blow-up game was versus Oakland, where he gave up 4 runs, because other than that, he gave up 0 versus Pittsburgh and 0 versus Cleveland. Now, this kid's young, guys. At the end of the day, he made his debut this month, literally. He's 3 games in, and he's inexperienced, and he's facing a Seattle team that's trending upwards, that's looking to guarantee a spot in the wild card, so they're more motivated, hence why I told you guys to look at this, because Philadelphia, they're not in, but they're basically in a position where they're most likely going to make it than not, right? Seattle, on the other hand, they are 3.5 games behind from Minnesota, so they need to start winning, and they made changes in order to win, right? Arozarena, Turner, they've gotten key players, right? And they're still missing Crawford and Julio Rodriguez. So a team to be careful for, right? So Tyler Phillips, when we look at the matchups and pitching matchups, when we know that Wu, he's not a rookie, he's not a veteran either, but he's played the whole season and pitched rather well. He's 2-0 at home, guys. Mariners need this game. When we look at the matchups, right, because that's the next thing we're going to look at, it doesn't favor absolutely anybody because neither of these teams have seen each other. But when we factor in the pitching that we just saw with the splits, Wu has the favor. OBP-wise, Wu and Seattle have the favor as well. Bullpen, Philadelphia is studded with bullpen, but so is Seattle. And Seattle's at home. And Vegas made them favorite, even though I thought they should still be a slight underdog, guys. So for this game, guys, I know I've said I'm not going to fade the Phillies, but the Phillies are ice cold. And it's a numbers game, right? It's not an emotions game, right? At the end of the day, when numbers talk, that's all I care about. In Philadelphia, guys, they've lost their last 4 games. They've lost 6 out of the last 7 games. They are not trending upwards. Will they be the team that they're supposed to be and get to the World Series? Probably. But right now they're cold. Kind of like the Yankees 2 weeks ago. What did we do? We faded the Yankees and made money, guys. Same stuff here. Don't get attached to a name or a team because they're the Phillies, the Yankees, the Dodgers. No. If the numbers speak, fade them. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Seattle, on the other hand, they're 5-5 all around together. Philadelphia leads the series head-to-head 6-4, but nothing too crazy, right? So my pick for this game, guys, is pretty straightforward, and it is going to be the Seattle Mariners. And I'm going to put it right here for you guys. Seattle Mariners. I put my projected score for you guys right here. 4.0 to 4.0, but I do see the Mariners as a big play today, especially Vegas making them the favorite. Now, game 2 in the last game I'll be talking about for you guys here in the YouTube show is Tampa Bay at Houston, guys. Tampa Bay at Houston. Rays, I had him plus 130, minus 160. Pretty much right. Rays let go of key players and some of their bullpen. Now, the Rays are still a scrappy team. They're still fighting for a position. They traded Paredes for Morel. Morel's been hitting lights out with the Rays. Their lineup took a little punch without Arozarena and Paredes, but personally speaking, Morel is a young, studded player that is going to do better for them long-term than Paredes, in my opinion. Now, Arozarena is a big hit, but they do have young players that they're trusting, and that's why they did that. And that's what the Rays have always done. They are a team that farm players well and bring them up, and they end up being studs. And then they sell them out for big money and get new players that are young, that they feel like they have potential, and then they build them up. That's been their strategy for the past couple of years. Now, for this game, guys, Kikuchi is on the mound for the Astros. I think, personally, one of the worst trades of the trade deadline, Kikuchi to Astros. I don't see how that benefits the Astros in any given way, guys. Kikuchi's been a pretty bad pitcher pretty much this whole season. He has faced Tampa Bay this season. He gave up 3 earned runs in that game against Tampa Bay. And you got Shane Baz on the mound for Tampa Bay Rays, which Houston Astros, if I'm not mistaken, have not seen him too well, or haven't seen him at all, but let's pull it up because, again, numbers talk. So, Houston against Baz, they haven't seen him once, and this kid's been pitching pretty well, man. He's been doing what he needs to do. When he started off, they were giving him a couple innings. Now he's pitching deeper. Now you look at Tampa Bay against Kikuchi, multiple players have seen him. And it's his first game in Houston. He hasn't been the best pitcher all season. Tampa Bay has seen him. So, in my opinion, right here, pitching matchup favors Tampa Bay. Baz is going to be a studded player. Just give him some time. He was a great recruit in 2022. He just got injured, but he's showing what he can do with that fastball. Kikuchi, on the other hand, not the same case. When we look at OBP and OPS, I haven't looked at this, but let's see who and where these guys are. Tampa Bay Rays, 13th. Houston Astros are sitting at 23rd. So OPS over the last 7 days, Tampa Bay still leads the way. Now, I want to factor one thing in. I want to see who they've faced. So Tampa Bay's been facing the Marlins in Cincinnati. Houston has been facing Pittsburgh and Dodgers, right? So something to factor in with the OBP and OPS. They're facing better teams, but at the end of the day, Tampa's still doing what they need to do and getting people on base and putting those runs in, which is going to be critical. And they're facing a team, a player that they've seen multiple times, that struggled the whole season. That's his first game with the Houston Astros. Pressure on. I don't personally see why this line is as big as it is after analyzing all of this. I want to see one key factor here, and it's to see where Vegas has the earned runs for these two pitchers. So Baz, Kikuchi, let's pull the matchups up, guys. So when I want to look a little bit further, I like to see what the prop is for earned runs for both pitchers. So we look at earned runs. Baz is expected to give up more runs than Kikuchi. So something to factor in there as well. I mean, pretty even, over 2.5. You got Kikuchi at plus 126. You got Baz at minus 103. And it's due to the fact because of the players that the Astros have and how they have the first three players, Altuve, Bregman, and Jordy Alvarez, right? So my play for this game wouldn't be the money line. I'm not going to be superhero and try to take the Tampa Bay Rays money line at plus 135, but I do like him at plus 1.5 at minus 160. I think that's priced excellently, considering the fact that Tampa still boasts a great bullpen, and they have players that have seen Kikuchi, and along with that, Astros have not been hitting too well as of late either. So let's get to today's main play, guys. I'm going to go in, lock in my play for the day. The main play for today is going to be the Mariners money line minus 115. We got the pitcher that favors Seattle, Wu 2-0 at home. OBP, OPS favors Seattle as well. Their bullpen favors Seattle, the way they've been playing. And along with that, they're home. They need this game more, and they're more motivated to win because they're fighting for a wild card spot, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So this verifying location, 3,000 to win 2608. And the bet's been placed, guys. That is it for today, guys. As always, if you guys enjoyed the show, if you guys are learning, if you guys are winning, go ahead and like, subscribe to the channel. Shoot a little comment. And again, if you guys want the analysis for the weekend, I don't do this Saturdays and Sundays on YouTube. Join the community. $97 a month gets you a deeper, more in-depth analysis for every freaking game that I'm looking at for the day. I give you guys 2 to 3 in this video because I try to keep it concise and short to get it out in time. So lock in, join the community. $97 a month. This Sunday goes up to $147. Get that price and be grandfathered at $97 for the rest of the season, guys. So that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you guys back Monday.